So what are some things that we learned in this past Canadian Premier League season? Well, I'm going to let you know in this week's video my 5 lessons we learned in the 2019 season. So stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Curtis here and you're watching my channel A.F.C. Curtis. You're home for all things Canadian Premier League content right here on YouTube. So if you're new here, maybe consider hitting that red subscribe button. So the 2019 inaugural Canadian Premier League season now over. It's time to look back and analyze of what worked, what didn't work. But overall, just 5 really good lessons that we pulled from that inaugural season that really taught us something. So let's get things started here with my 5 lessons. Talented U21 Canadians. So the kids are all right, it turns out, in Canada here, because we got some really talented U21 players here in the Canadian Premier League in 2019. I mean, look at the top 2 goal scorers in the Golden Boot race, Tristan Borges and Terran Campbell. I mean, they're both U21 talents. Look at, and then here's another big advanced stat that I was looking up just the other day, is goals per minute in the fall season for the CPL. The top 4 guys in goals per minute, can you name them? I can. They're all U21 talents. That's Tristan Borges, Tyler Otardo, Inaugural, and Terran Campbell. I mean, that's crazy. That's led by 4 U21 players. I'm pretty sure we're actually one of the only Division 1 leagues that have U21 talent in the top echelon of pretty much a lot of the major stats across the board, advanced or just the common stats for the CPL. So it just shows and proves to you guys out there that what we're doing is working here, and there's really good talented U21 Canadians out there, and a bunch of them aren't even in the Canadian Premier League yet, which is just mind-blowing to me, and I can't wait to see what we have for U21 talent in the years to come. Connections are key. So the 2 best teams in the 2019 season were Cavalry FC and Forge FC, without a doubt. Nobody's questioning that. But with that, you got to look at why they're successful. And at least I think a good portion of why they're successful is the coaches built the teams off of former teams that they used to coach. I mean, look at the champions Forge FC there. They built a good portion of that team off of Forge FC or off of Sigma FC. I mean, everybody that played on Sigma FC was pretty much on Forge FC in 2019. Like, it's like an all-star team of the Sigma FCs of the past. That's Forge FC right there. And then on the other end of the totem pole here, the other side of the country, on the west side, you got Calgary's Cavalry FC, and they built their club off a very successful Tommy Wilton Jr. led Foothills team that won the PDL championship just a year prior in 2018. So a good core built from those 2 championship worthy clubs into the CPL here for these next 2 generations of super clubs in the Canadian Premier League. So obviously connections and those chemistries, they're definitely key. Quality of play. The whole talk of the last couple of months here, last 2-3 months of this calendar year, has been, wow, look at the Canadian Premier League inaugural season. Look how good this league has been in the 2019 season. Everyone kind of came into the year, at the start of the year, a couple of months ago, kind of thinking maybe it's going to be a lower level of play. It's not going to be that good. But I think that we've actually surprised. I think we've seen some really good plays, some really good highlights, and some really good players and even coaching moments here in the 2019 inaugural season. Enough that I think it could put our league easily in the top 10 leagues and just the CONCACAF region here. So I think the Canadian Premier League's year 1 level play has definitely raised the bar pretty high, I think, for 2020 and beyond. And I'm really excited for what's to come. Clubs find support. Now, I found a lot of people were kind of doubting our overall average attendance for the 2019 season. A lot of people thought it would be pretty low. It wouldn't be that great and that high. There's a lot of doubters out there, but I'm here to destroy all those doubters. And by saying that, I mean, year 1 was incredible. We got 4,200, a little over 4,200 as an average league attendance in year 1, which puts us just under 200 or around 200 away from the USL Championship, the US 2nd Division, and they have a way bigger population in Canada, as well as the English 4th Division, which obviously it's England, football crazy. But at the end of the day, we are on par, I think, with, you know, we got better pricing tickets in year 2. We got hopefully better marketing for these clubs in year 2. FC Edmonton just announced a pretty cool program there in Edmonton, so definitely check that out because, you know, for $80 you can get a ticket to the Eddies, FC Edmonton, a bunch of other sports teams locally in Edmonton, which I think will help garner more interest in getting their league average or their specific average per season over the 3,000 mark. I really sincerely think that we could get about 4,500 fans on average for next year, which would put us just above the USL Championship and the English League 2 4th Division there. So I mean, that's going to be huge for attendance. You got better ticket pricing, better marketing in year 2, and it's just year 2. We're going to attract newer fans to the game and to the CPL, and this is all a big thing, so we're just going to go up from here, I do believe. CPL players called to the national team. Now, in 2019, a lot of people speculated that we won't be seeing any Canadian Premier League players called up to any other national teams, or at least very few called up to the men's national teams out there. But 2019 yet again proved all the doubters wrong, because we got to see quite a few players come up and get called up to their men's national team. You got Akeem Garcia for HFX Wanderers got called up, Emilio Estevez, Ryan Telfer, all getting called up to their countries as well. And of course for Canadians, every single window, international window we had during the entire 2019 season, there's at least one CPL player called up to the Canadian men's national team. In June, right before the CONCACAF Gold Cup here, Canada called up Noah Verhoeven of Pacific FC. I mean, so that's the first CPL player. Now again, he didn't play, he was only there training with them, but still, that's a bit of history right there. And then come September, when the September window rolls around, they go out there and pick up the best goalkeeper in the league, Marco Carducci, to come up. Again, he doesn't play, but at least he's getting time there. At least he's getting those reps in with the men's national team and getting that little bit of experience that he maybe didn't have before. And in October, you got to see FC Edmonton defender Amir Didic get called up. And in November, you got to see Zader finally get called up, as well as Didic. So, I mean, this is all fantastic news. The Canadian Premier League obviously is getting scouted by these national team coaches, because there's players here that are good enough to play on their national team. And 2019 proved it. All right, guys, that was this week's video. Let me know down in the comment section below, what are 5 lessons you took from the 2019 Canadian Premier League season? So let me know yours down in the comment section below. And of course, if you like this video, definitely hit that thumbs up, that like button. Shows me like content just like this. And if you want to see more content just like this about the Canadian Premier League, definitely consider hitting that red subscribe button. You can also watch my content, guys, over at northernstarting11.com. I'll have a link for that down in the description below. Definitely click it, check it out. There's a bunch of great soccer related podcasts, vidcasts, all right there. So definitely check it out. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching.